Good morning, everyone. Hello, London. How is everybody doing? We are back. Last day of the week. It's Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope everyone had a nice evening, a nice day after not such a nice price action yesterday. It was, I don't know how to call it, but it was mentally draining a little bit, but I still had a good time streaming 8 hours and watching this price action. But new day, end of the week. I don't have too much expectations, but on the other hand, because it was such a weird day, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? We're still in the opening range gap of yesterday. Slowly, Asia has been trickling up. Let me just. I need to put you on. Hold on. It's 15. Let's have a look. Did anyone trade Asia? Hey, trader XX, how are you doing? Life is good, yes. We don't mind one of those days, right? We don't really matter. We don't really mind. Life is good, and it's Friday. Um, Let me quickly do some other things here. I need to. Zero two seven. Okay. Okay, let me see if we can get over this level here, or are we going to reject here a little bit? Let's see. 827.50. Let us see. So the internet man is coming today around in 2 hours. So, but if he does come a little bit early, and if he, he has to drive from far to connect to check my internet issues. So the moment he does come or calls, I might have to stop the stream. But I don't think he'll be here before in 2 hours. So I think we're fine. But then if he does come, I mean, um, so I have to check these. That's why I keep checking my phone just to make sure that I don't miss him, right? Um, Okie dokie. Let's see if London can get us to 845-ish. And Q. Oh my God, GC again. I don't want to touch this stuff, to be honest. Okay, let's watch. Um, let's watch. No Trace Talks. Hello, good morning to you. How are you doing? How's it going? How are you doing? Okay. Let's have a look at the higher time frame a little bit. This was yesterday's range from here to here, or the AM session range, let me put it that way. From here to here, right? So 10 a.m. made the low. Then the 2 o'clock was the actual move, but it wasn't really, it still created relatively equal lows. And what I really like is this flat bottom. So this gave it away to me that we were in a short, that we created a flat bot. We didn't have a manipulation wick to the upside. Hey, deep focus. You could pretty much, when it started moving, I noticed this flat top on the 1 hour and on the 4 hour, obviously. And I was like, okay, are they going to leave that flat top? So that means that the high is in of the start of 2 o'clock. And most of the times they do. Why? Because it's an algorithmic signature, because it's a lag of manipulation and you get a belated manipulation. So that was sort of, for me, an indication. It was still a little bit herky-jerky going down, but when you see that on the higher time frame candle, most of the time, again, I always say most of the time, you can sort of almost see it as an algorithmic signature, and especially when there's a wick next to it, because the manipulation will go into the wick as a rejection. So if we do go up, I would love to see it go here and reject here, or take out this liquidity. But most likely what you will see happen is that you get a wick here, and then some other candle, and then maybe later on they will take out this liquidity. So this was, for me, my confirmation to the downside. Now, it didn't go as far as I wanted it to go, but it was still a good move if you are not greedy, I guess, because it was still 50%. This was exactly 50%. Let's see. Let's double check the OTE levels. I think it was exactly 50%. Yeah, you can see it here. I don't have to do the OTE levels. It tagged in 50% of the range. So I guess that was enough, right? For it to move back upwards. Hey, Michael. So this was the discount that is needed to go back up and now go. Most likely, I wouldn't be surprised if we go into this area now. But then again, we could go deeper as well into the OTE levels, take out this equal lows on the 4 hour. So we're just going to keep an eye on what it's doing, because we're still below the 50% of this area here. I believe this is the daily wick that I marked. So let me double check. There was a day. Yes. So this is yesterday's date. The markings that you see. DO London, peace. Yes, always we go for peace. In that manipulation, I lost 1.20. Hey, listen, it was a tough day yesterday. A lot of people lost a lot of money. It was really hard for me also to trade, and most of my paper trades were losing trades as well. I had profits. I gave that back as well. So I mean, it was a hard day. In hindsight, it looks easy because the 2 o'clock. Look at that, we went down. But I think on days like that, your trades have to be smaller. Yeah, just don't even though it's a distribution, but it was still a large move. But I didn't have the full move, even though I analyzed it, but my TP was too low. It didn't go where I thought it would go. But you journal it, and then you look for it next time. Like, okay, next time I just have to go maybe to max 50% of a full dealing range, and not 602 or 62 or 702. But see the wick here on the daily, the wick they left yesterday. So that's the one that I graded here. So those are the markings that you see on the 4 hour. So we're below the 50% of that daily wick. For me, it's a little bit unclear to either it goes here or we take this liquidity first. So we have to just watch and see what happens. for London. Yes, midnight's here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It tends to, right? Exactly. I'm very cautious to really predict in those things. But after days like that, like yesterday, um, I think so, right? It will be, especially when we are in the weekly range, quite high. Let's put on the weekly range again. Um, what's this? Oh no, I don't want you. Let me put on the, especially on NQ from the weekly range. I think we are between 80 and 90%, or now a little bit below 80% of the weekly range. So we're going back up. Let me just double check on my other screen. Where are we in the weekly range? Why are you not showing? Yeah, we're between 60 and 70%. Um, but on the 1 hour, we are in a fair value gap. So let's see if we're going to. Yeah, I'm not going to trade at all. So I'm after London session. I'm going to my friend in Durban. So I'm not going to trade at all. I might paper trade in London. I'm not going to do anything on my evals or Hi, dear London. I think it's anything is smoother than crypto at the moment. But hey, listen, if you find NQ easy now, you're gonna love it in a couple of weeks because it's really a little bit more challenging than normally. But if you find this easy, you're gonna have a very smooth ride later in the year because um, it's really just more ranging and it's not as smooth as it at most of the times it is. For me, it's like I really, oh my God, I can't wait until we're in February. Um, oh, hold on. Oh, Iris speaking. Okay. Oh, I've got to get packages here. I'm coming. I'm coming to the gate. Hold on, guys. This is a package. Give me 1 minute. Okay, here we go, guys. I'm back. Okay, I'm back. This is so weird. And nothing's happening with price action anyway. Um, so I have a beach right over nearby, and it's so weird. Like this week, I went to the beach, and because it's so hot, we have to bring. You can't walk on the sand now, bare feet. So I have to bring my slippers. So going back to the car, I don't know what I did, but apparently I left one slipper outside of my car. I don't know. I came back home and I'm like, where's one slipper? Because you clean your feet from sand and stuff like that, and normally you get all the sand out. And I got back home and I'm like, where's there only one slipper in my car? I don't know what I did, but I was so old with the issues with internet and stuff like that. I don't know. It just really got to me. So I had to order a new slipper. And I was like, how do we lose one slipper? I mean, it's so weird. So I had to order new ones. So there we go. That's why I had a package coming. Um, yeah. So clumsy sometimes. Well, anyway. But yeah. So if it's more, let me just switch off the sound because I don't need all the sound. I don't think we have any news today at all, right? Let me just double check for London. Not that that does a lot. We do have GDP London at 2. Well, that's now. Well, not much happening, is it? I'm trying to actively look into London as well, like what is happening. Oh no, hold on, that's yesterday. Hold on, sorry guys. Um, 5 a.m. Bailey speaks. Government. No orange folders, only some yellow folder. NAHB housing market index at 10 a.m. And then FOMC members that are speaking. Now that's annoying. 10 a.m. that housing thing, and then from 10:50, 11, and 3:30, FOMC members are speaking. Now I don't know if that will make any effect. Monday, WEF annual meetings. Oh, go away. Oh, day is Monday a bank holiday? Okay, I didn't know that. January 19th is a bank holiday. Okay. Tuesday, no news. I don't know if the WEF annual meetings are significant. Mm. President Trump speaks at 8:30 a.m. on Wednesday. Well, at least it's early in the morning. That's good. Okay, enough. But we'll see later this week. But so it's a holiday Monday. I wasn't aware until now. So good to know. I can arrange. I can do some stuff. Yeah, Iran. I think Iran news is always sort of like still hovering above us now. I hope it's soon over. I hope soon the relief will be there. Let's hope. Let's hope it's over and done with after this weekend. um, for now, we just watch again. We just watch and we wait. We look. We watch. We wait. We look and we chat. So yeah, and Q. It's hard for me. Normally, I would love to make sort of like an analysis and think. You can tell. Okay, if this happens, if then you see this 1 hour forever. Let's put on the 1 hour because let's have to watch. So this is the this is the equal low. So either we go into this fair value gap, or we're going to disrespect this fair value gap and go higher. Now, if there's going to be a TGIF today, would we go lower first, take this, and then go up, or are we going to trickle up all the way and extend? Could this be the breakaway gap, right? Or we have one here already. If so, well, we're just gonna watch. We'll just watch and talk about it. Do you know that people? I mean, it's so funny that like I meet like the lady, the doctor that I met, and we were just making some conversation because we had to wait. And she says, "Oh, what do you do?" I said, "Well, I have a YouTube channel, and actually, I'm running a little bit late, but it's okay. I'll just start a bit later because I got held up this week, right? Hey, shoulder gold." And so she said, "Oh, I have a YouTube channel as well." So we started. I said, "Oh, wow! I just reached 1,000 subscribers, and so exciting, blah blah blah." So she says, "Oh, I'll look in. Let me give me your channel, and I'll look into it. I just want to see what you're doing." And I said, "Yeah, I want to see yours as well." 'Cause it's always nice to to talk to other content creators. Um, but then you start to talk. What do you do exactly? And I noticed that it's really. I'm trying to figure out how to say it to tell people what I'm doing, because if you tell them, yes, we look at a chart and people, my face is on it, and then the rest is one chart, and we talk about that. She said, "But what do you do?" I said, "Well, I literally just talk about the chart, and sometimes I put on a trade or not, and if not, we just talk about it." She says, "How long do you stream?" I said, "Well, it depends. Sometimes 2 hours. It could also be 4." And it is so funny that the moment people start asking, "Yeah, but what do you actually do then?" So and it's like, yeah, literally, we just talk about the chart on, and there's only one screen on. Yes, sometimes I scroll between different screens, but it's literally the same. And I can see people really look at you like, that is so weird. And if you think about it, that hey Dottie, how are you doing? Um, I just know that, and I'm like, yeah, it is. If you're not into this, I mean, we are a bunch of nerds looking at some candlesticks, just printing, and we talk about this all day. Actually, if we want to. Um, it's sort of funny, yeah. I can actually also say, well, um, I don't think Iran news is really shared. I think it's a bit secretive at the moment. What's really happening behind the scenes? And the White House is not really showing its cards, right? Which makes sense. I mean, they don't want to show their hand too much, I guess. Everybody's confused at the moment because it was. I mean, maybe I missed some news, but a lot of people are upset because there was, yes, help is coming, and then it just takes a long time. But it's a little bit more complex than that, I guess. So, but let's hope it's soon over. Um, is there a time? Is there a time? I don't. Is there a speech going to be about this very anytime soon? Is that has that been communicated? Yeah. So I saw. Well, listen, it's 8:30, right? It's the 8:30 time. So I hope it moves the market, sugar gold. Let's hope it does. But I'm happy that it's 8:30 because that gives us it's worse when it's at 2 p.m. Then the market might be held again, and at 8:30 it's either we get a nice reaction, and we don't care if it's up or down, right? As traders, I mean, or maybe if it's as invested as in for investors we do, but um, we just have to wait. Hey, Michael, have a nice day. Yes. So today, guys, there won't be a New York stream after this stream. After when the internet guys come in about, let's say, 1.5, 2 hours, I'm going to focus on that. And once he's done, I'm going to my friend in Durban. Going to get an external mic. So we're going to try that next week. And hopefully the internet issues are all resolved. And then I think the freezing was an issue because my internet issue because my upload speed was so bad. It's better now because we did something already yesterday from there. but it's still not optimal. Still not getting my full speed. But my upload speed is again normal, but my download speed is still down. But I think I need the upload speed for streaming, right? So I think that was one of the issues. Plus, but we'll see. I mean, yeah, it's been a stressful week for me with all those issues. It does. Yesterday I was so upset. I was just so tired of it. You want to do well, and you want to, it was such a disappointment when you have like, you have this milestone, and then, your streams are not nice. They're bad quality, and you can't do anything about it. It's just frustrating when it's out of your hands. Yeah, we're good at. Hey, listen. This makes us patient, and it's a good thing, right? In a way, especially being impatient sometimes. Well, shall we go? I am starting to get better at waiting, but I still have an I can feel that when I get impatient, I get a little bit. I can feel my, I get annoyed a little bit. um, but we're getting better at it, definitely, and it helps, waiting together and looking at this together, and calling it out and stuff like that. It helps me a lot. I really am really. I most likely I wonder if I probably would have traded a little bit more yesterday, if put more, tried a little bit more stabs to it. We'll see. So these gradients are the gradients of that opening range gap that I left on. Just to see where we are in that opening range, because we're still in that opening range. I would assume we will get out of that. I try not to mark. I have other charts where I've marked a lot, but and it makes sense. A lot of people have commented on my charts that they're too noisy and too much stuff on it, so I take it off. But right now I'm looking at this 1 hour fair value gap, and I try not to. I'll take this. This was yesterday's. This was this one, and I was looking at it while we were, I believe, when we were in this area here. But I'm gonna take it off now. Because we're above it now. I don't want to mark the 1 hour gap because we can see it right here, right? Let's try to add a little bit. For me, the daily levels are a little bit more important here. So the 50% of that daily level is more important to me. Hey, Vincent. Hey, yeah. So I touched on that just now as well. So remember when we started the stream, and on this is the 1 hour, and on the 4 hour you can see it as well, right? And I said, well, the moment that I saw that yesterday in the stream, I already mentioned like, okay, I don't think we're going to go up anymore because they might leave this algorithmic signature. So that was my algorithmic signature for a downward movement to take that trade to the downside. That was a confirmation for me that we would go down. Exactly for that reason, that they might leave it for a belated to give that candle the manipulation, right? Because it's a lack of manipulation, so it needs manipulation. But you also might have your draw on liquidity that you might not. If you see this, sometimes it does blast through it, but a lot of the times it just gives you a wick here and then goes back down or something. So just always be aware of that. Yeah, so definitely. So Vincent, on the 4 hour, I was saying, for me, this is the 50% of the daily wick. So let me go on the 4 hour again, because we have also 4 hour equal lows here. Here 4 hour equal lows here, relatively equal here, and a fair value gap. And this was 50. We went to 50% of this range here. The full range, this is 50%. So the question is this enough to go back up, or will it dig deeper? We're still below the 50% here, and in that 1 hour fair value gap. So If we go higher, then if we go above 50%, I would assume I will be eager in a trade maybe to the upside, because then we might disrespect this CB. So yeah, so yeah, the devil's mark, right? Let's see. So do you notice that the 1/3 is exactly 50% of the daily wick, and the quarter is exactly here. Okay, let's see. So we inverse this one here. Where is 2 o'clock? Yeah, it's a slow grind up. I know, it's annoying. Since a break and retest of that CE would be a buy signal to the devil's mark target. Well, you could also see it as a premium resistance, that it goes up here again and then goes back down to take this out. So um, I don't know. I'm going to be very cautious. Um, we could also take these equal lows here before taking these. Because if this is a 4 hour, let's see, do we have a 4 hour? Um, because remember, you have this 4 hour wick as well, right? This is also this is now a premium wick. If we go into the 50%, we could reject here and then go down. So you cannot disregard this wick here. Let me grade this. There's a lot of wicks, and that's just so 50% of this wick is just above the 50% of the daily wick. So I wouldn't be surprised that if we go here, that we might even go back down a little bit. So that's why I'm waiting. Let me just keep on. What level is this? 833. Let's see what happens around 833-ish. Oh, sorry, this is a discount wick. I said premium wick. That's wrong. No, so I do sleep, David. David, I sleep when during Asia. So I wake up early here, and I do London. But I do wake up here at 4 a.m. And due to the bloody rooster, that's why I hate the rooster. He wakes me up at 3 a.m. And then I'm literally busy 1 hour, making sure that he doesn't bother me. And then I stream at 9 a.m. here, so it's 9 o'clock when I start the stream. And when it's night here, so my time at 3:30, 4:30, depending on daylight saving, New York opens, and that goes on until 10, 11 my time in the evening, and then I sleep. So, hey Tamir, how are you doing? Happy Ponga. Oh, is that from? Is that a celebration you are doing? Happy Ponga. I know. Oh, Tananadu. Pongal. I don't know. Is that I do know the Diwali. Let me Google it. Pongal. Pongal is a major Tamil harvest festival celebrated with thanks to nature, featuring a special rice and milk dish called Pongal, which comes in savory and sweet, symbolizing abundance and prosperity for farmers and the lands. Okay, I didn't know. Well, we learned something here. That's why it's so nice, right? We have a, we learn. Um, so the festival, a 4-day festival, typically around this time, significance, a harvest festival, celebrations involves cleaning homes. Oh, we should. Oh, I need that because I need to clean my home really well. Decorating with kolams, rangoli, and cooking the special pongal dish and honoring nature. Oh, I love that. That's so nice. That sounds beautiful. Honoring nature. I'm all about nature and conservation and stuff like that. How is it celebrating? Oh, this is Bogi, cleaning homes, discarding old items, and honoring Lord Indra. Day 2, the main day, cooking the Pongal dish, offering it to the sun god. Day 3, honoring cattle with special food and decoration. And day 4, family gatherings, visiting relatives and community event. Beautiful. Well, thank you for that, bringing my attention to that. I didn't know that. But I hope you're having lovely celebrations. It sounds beautiful. Shoulder gold, the fib you have, is it the PD wick? So these yellow lines are the daily wick. Go to the daily on the 4 hour, I'll show you. Shoulder gold, I'll show you. So yesterday, we formed a very large wick on the daily here. Here, this one. The daily, boom, to boom. See that? So we opened literally up in the wick. So we reached exactly 50% here now. So let's see what we're doing. So that's why I really want to see how we are reacting in this week. If we are going to either, because we also have a gap now here, right? We've got an end dog here. See that? We closed here and we opened here. And let me see, where is that end dog on our chart? That end dog is still in that opening range gap. So we still have a part of that opening range gap which is unfilled, and that's exactly where it's actually a little bit lower. Let's see. Oh, we did fill that. Okay, no. I'm sorry, it was my mistake. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. We did fill. Oh no, we did not. We still have we still have a little bit of imbalance there. Yeah, let me just double check because it's important. Those are the little things that you really. Is there still a little imbalance? Yes, there is. See these wicks here? We still have a little imbalance here. And where did we fill it? Yeah, okay. Yes, shoulder gold. Rejection blocks is rejection blocks and breakers are my favorite. Okay. Shoulder gold. Where do you see a rejection block? Where you? Which one are you referring to? There is one right now, but I don't see it rejecting anything. I don't see a rejection block anywhere near where we are on the time frame that I'm looking at. Hey, Joe Crypto, how are you doing? Howdy. Howdy ho. Howdy ho, hee ha. Okay, let's see what we're doing now. We tapped into the 50% of the daily wick. And are we massively going down to take out this liquidity, or are we just going to, do we have any order blocks on the lower time frame? I think if I shoot up a little bit more to that FUD above and the OB and then dump to the internal. Joe Crypto, we are here at 50% of the daily wick. And also I'm looking at this 4-hour wick here. Let me show you. I just want to see how we react here now. If we're just going to retrace a little bit more, or are we going to just move around midnight and go back up? Because we got equal lows here with a fair value gap. So above, maybe up into the OP and then down. I'm more inclined to think that we might go to the upside today, but I could be totally wrong. But I'm just wondering, like they've just been holding it. But higher time frame, I'm still bullish. I still see a market. We're still on the technically we're on the sell side of the curve. So I would love to see manipulation to the downside and then the real move to the upside. So but we're still in that bloody range, and we're still in that opening range gap again. So I have to refrain from any thoughts at the moment. I need more information. I think I have to miss one of the first moves to if it takes out this liquidity first, then I will be more inclined to think, okay, we're going up now, and if it does this, well, it might continue then, and leave this for later. I don't know. I just need to see more price action. I find it really hard to say it with any confidence. But let's see how it behaves at midnight, right? Because and we are literally in the also in the middle of the whole range again. So we don't dibble in the middle, right? So we just have to really wait. This is an area that's really hard to make any sense of. We're also in the middle of this inversion. You see that on the 4-hour. I'll mark it just to maybe it will help. Let me mark this inversion here. So I'm looking at this line here. So for me, it's really unclear at the moment. And shoulder ball. We said on a 5-minute wick on that one touches 0.5. I don't see a rejection block, my friend. I don't know if you are. because we are going up. A rejection block's already in place. It's something you move towards to. Let me show you how what I view as a rejection block. Oh, we are moving away from the midnight. That's actually nice and bullish. This is for me a rejection block. So we have a liquidity here, but it's rejecting here in this candle. We go up in here, and we're rejecting this candle. So now, what could be a rejection block? Maybe is this one here on the 5 minute. Let's see. So how I just see it's either something is liquidity or it's a rejection block. So that's how I simplified it for myself. I actually have made it very like, okay, if something is, I consider most of the candles a rejection block first, and then liquidity, and that saves me from a lot of losing trades. But if I consider them rejection blocks and don't consider them liquidity, I take my profit as if they would be a rejection block, if they haven't been a rejection block yet. So then I don't go for the full wick to be taken out most of the time, unless I really, if I see it has been rejected already somewhere, then I do go for the bottom of the wick, or if I have more confidence than that. So for example, this here, I would not, if I would take it to this level, I would rather take it to here in case this might be a rejection block, if I'm not sure, if that makes sense. Well, let's see. I mean, let's see how it reacts here, because it is respecting the midnight, but it created equal lows, and let's see how it reacts here in this. Uh-oh, another call. Ah, you're too early. Ara speaking. Hello. Oh, you're very early. I'm actually streaming until 11 o'clock because I thought you would come at 11. Or you said 12 o'clock was the initial, but it's okay. It's okay. But if you don't mind waiting a little bit, then 15 minutes, that's fine with me. Correct. Yes. No, I have the key. I have their key, so I'll give it to you, and then you start there. So you just give me a call when you're here. I'll give you the key. Then I'll just finish my stream, and then we can. Because yes, I'm very happy that you're here. Just give me a call when you're nearby, and I'll give you the key to the other house. Bye bye. Okay, there it goes. Okay. I do see on the high how New York yesterday took out 7 previous sessions, and that could be the fuel to. Did you take out 7 previous sessions yesterday? I thought we. What did we do yesterday? Mm, we went down in Asia, and we just went back up. We literally just went back up into the range. We just went. It was just a range day yesterday because we literally let's see what down. So Asia, we went down, down, down all the way here. Yes, no, yesterday was Wednesday, right? Am I confused? Yes, I'm confused. Wednesday. Okay, Thursday. So yes, so in Wednesday. Okay, so here we went up into the range again. So we went up. Okay, so oh no, we ranged up all the time from what we did on Wednesday. We took out a high. It's just yeah, I still we didn't go. We did take out the Wednesday high though here and Tuesday. But look at the higher time frame. I mean, it's just range. We're just in a range. It's just horrible. Yeah, no, I don't have to look. I don't have to look too. I look at the high. I just look like I don't see this as this is just higher time frame consolidation. We're just in the same range. We're stuck in a range, and it's just we're actually almost in the middle of that range, and that is just a part that you don't want to. You want to be really careful in. For me, I really want to wait until one of sides has been broken out. Um, yeah, from for me, there's also not really a clear AMD to be seen. This is all time distortion. This is all time distortion. I think this could be. We could all take this. If we take this out here to here, and then this might be a valid move here. So you have this move here, then this move goes to the downside, but this all is time distortion. Oh, we took out the. We went above it. Nice. Okay, let's have a look. Um, Yeah, so I'm just looking if it's going to. I want a body closure above this 33% line. Let's see. And above this 50% line. It's literally the same. This is nice. We've got the displacements through those lines, which is significant. ICT has mentioned a couple of times, so if you have a 0.5 line here and you get like displacement and it closes above, and it's like a fair value gap, those are significant. Let's see. Now we also have this inversion here. See, that's why I don't trust it, because we could go higher and then go up to here and then spike back down. Hey, Cozy. Thanks for subscribing, Mem Devanama. Yes, London open in 10 minutes. Yay. Oh, the internet guy is early. So he's going to come. He said in 36 minutes, but then I'm going to make him start at the neighbors, and then I have to just attend to him, I guess, because it's important. But it's not. I'm not freezing, so that's okay. So what's the holiday in the US on? What is it on the 19th, right? Let me see what kind of bank holiday. Bank holiday 19 January. USA. Oh, it is Martin Luther King Day. Okay, Martin Luther King. Oh, I got you. Yes, yes. Thank you, Joe. um, I could do something nice that day. 2:52. Okay, macro time. I'm going to go to the 1 minute. Let's see if we are going to push through, or are we going to, because this is also an inversion, right? And I'm just not sure we can break out of this inversion. This wick is in the way. Here, this one. I'm looking at this one here. Do you know what I don't like, for example? Like, okay, if this is your inversion, did we take, okay, we retested midnight, but, so we created an inversion. You could call this weird structure maybe the retest of it, right? But then if this would be the breaker, we go up, this could be the retest of it, I guess. It's just not really, I don't really like the structure. There's something I don't like. I don't know what. This could be it. The breaker has been activated with this one. We don't have a retest of the breaker. If this would be the bullish breaker, let's see if we can get 2R out of this. I just don't know if I want to, let's see if we can get a retest of the breaker. Or we retested it with this one, I guess. That's tricky. Let's see if the 2R trade can be taken out of the breaker retest. How far will you take us? let's see, that's 849. So that's around here. So that will be, this is the exact breaker. It doesn't matter if you have a better entry, you just calculate it from the top, and your stop has to be just below the bottom, right? Because you don't want the bullish breaker. You don't want, now when in highly manipulation, they could wick below it because look here, you have a little gap. So technically you would have to include that gap here. So I don't like the structure too much because that takes away from your 2R right here. You see here, this little gap? It would go all the way into this gap, wick into it. So it's 2R. Okay, where's 2R? Okay, that's still in this wick. It's cold and wet and run. Yeah, it's cold and wet, and now I think we are aggressive moves from upset people who missed the summer. Hey, listen, in the Netherlands, we were a lot of people are depressed, and especially in winter time, everybody's moody and sour, very sour. So yeah, I guess people they do get more aggressive in winter. I guess I sort of like go in hibernation, but I don't know. People are more happy in summer, right? That's why I want to live in the warm countries. Hey, Ellen, how are you doing? Interesting. On the 15, just above there is a purvey of a epoch at almost same level. Okay, so this is that. This is exactly the 50% of this week where we are behaving now. So do we have two? Well, I think it's. Could we get 2R in this macro? Yeah, I guess so. So we would enter here. I'm gonna try paper trade it. Okay, I got in a little bit later, so I don't have a 2R, it's less than 2R, but I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. I'm gonna put my stop loss below this wick. So it's a very small risk. I'm gonna put it really, really, really low against it because if we are going to disrespect this bullish fair value gap, it invalidates my trade anyway. So it's less. If you have a micro, this is less than 5 points. Hey, I just moved with family to the Netherlands. Oh, where did you move from, Dean? Sour Dutch power, yes. Oh, I hate, and I hate autumn. I do like it when it just change of colors and you still have nice days. And but then at some point we just have the winter is not a real winter, but it's just one big block of a lot of rain, wind, grayness, and it's so depressing. But from Serbia. Oh, I know a lot of people that want to move from the Netherlands to Serbia actually. Serbia is beautiful, right? Yeah, I might be stopped out. Yeah, I'm not bullish at all actually. I'm not too bullish at all at the moment. I don't know why. I'm happy that I'm going to be stopped out because it means my feeling was my feeling is right if I get stopped out. So I shouldn't be entering, right? So I just don't like. Normally, I love you take out a low where you have the liquidity, but then this is just not a really. It did retest midnight, but let's see if we can get back to midnight. Or are we going to retest this break? Because we do have gaps here, right? And here. See, that's why I didn't like it. I visited Rotterdam and Amsterdam, very cool, but that was, yeah, hey, listen, you won't recognize it anymore. If you visited in 2000, you won't recognize it anymore. Especially Rotterdam. Rotterdam is just, it's totally changed. I mean, they also have become quite dangerous as well, the cities. You really have to be careful. Two, 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 two. 2000. It sounds. It's like, oh, it doesn't sound far away, but I'm thinking like it's almost 26 years ago, right? So I remember the celebration from 1999 to where I was in Rotterdam. I celebrated in Rotterdam. Now that's a nice move, though. Look, it went into here. No, I'm not gonna trade it. Crazy. Yeah, I'm from Germany. Hey, Mr. Chaos Factor, you're from Germany. Where in Germany? Where do you live? Where from Germany? How's the weather in Germany now? I remember the money's changed. Yeah, I was calculating it every time. 2.2. Yeah, it's crazy. It was it 2000? Did we change in 2000? Interest. I forgot about it. I forgot about that as well. And everything got more expensive then very fast. Yeah. Dresden is cool. Yeah, I've been to Dresden one time. I had a boyfriend in Germany, so we visited there. Okay, let's see if it gives us 2R and can bring us to 25% and at least to the top of this inversion. I guess the structure is working. Let me see it in 3 minutes. Ooh, on the 3 minute is nice and clear, right? You see that? That's why I like the 3 minute. I should have looked at the 3 minute and not at the. Let me calculate the 2R from the 3 minute. Because I think that is more accurate. Let's see. Okay, 3 past 3. It's like they kept the same amount for everything but in euros, so it was difficult for people to start. Yeah, so something was 10, it changed it. Yes, exactly. Yes, and I used to recalculate everything with two. It was a very easy calculation. I was like, at some point when you were like, oh my god, it's like really. At some point you get used to it, right? So, but it was actually really very subtle, inflammatory way of effing the people around. Yeah. Well, I'm not too much of a big fan of the EU anyway, and okay, let's see. So this is 2R of the 3 minute calculation. I just want to see if this is being respected or not, or is it like because the 2R from the 3 minute would respect the max wig, um, or are we just going to blast through it and then the 1 minute will be because then the 1 minute because the bigger the breaker, the larger your well we can technically the larger your R to R is, right? 303. Okay. I still see bullish structure. I think we might go for this, but it might be a little bit. It might take another macro though. Let's see. You're cool. I'm holding. It's just hanging. Oh, hold. You're in. Okay. I got in longs at 6.8. Oh wow. We're talking Eastern, right? Nice. Well done. 6.18. Oh, that's far, far, far downstream. Somewhere around here. Yeah. You literally almost turtle suited. Okay, we created equal highs here. Um, yeah, Eastern time. Yeah. I thought so. I was just thinking, well, if that's Eastern, you must be very, very. It's a very low entry. It must be really, really far away from where we are now. So, well done. Yeah, Eastern time. I'm just. I'm sleeping. Um, but I think a lot of good moves come in. I mean, if you can hold right, it's okay. Now, what do we do? So here we're in that wick here. Question is, are we done for the macro? I think the macro is not going to, well, let's see if this is a propulsion block. Then we might extend a little bit. Yeah, yes, please do. Oh, everyone is in such a cool areas. Washington State, Washington. Oh boy. Anyone else in the long? Yeah, I'm just a little bit distracted because I know the internet guy is going to come. So I'm not too eager to put in a trade. I hope everything is over and done with next week so I can focus on just the charts and not on this bullshit because it just takes away so much of your focus and you're just so distracted. And also with the freezing, I'm watching all the time. If it's freezing, I have my other screen on and I'm watching, am I freezing? How's my, it's been a horrible week, internet wise and just, I don't know, it's just annoying. So, yeah. So after the internet guy is done, I'm gonna pack my things and go to my friend in Durban. I'm gonna go to the north to the real world again, so I can also buy some stuff. We have a supermarket. I can buy food here and some stuff, but it's just a very small town, and we are in between two big cities, Durban and Richards Bay. So, but obviously Durban is a little bit nicer to go to and to have. We have nice restaurants here as well, but it's just a few. At some point, you've seen them all. So have some nice food, have some fun, and do some shopping. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I haven't been away for a long time. I've just been just busy here. I haven't been out of town for a long time. It's crazy, actually. I've been a hermit. I've just been living. I have a beach and a nature reserve, so I can go out. So I don't really feel the need. But I was just literally thinking, oh my God, I'm just living in 1 square mile for over 1 or 2 months almost. I just do my groceries home and I go to my beach and my nature reserve for my walks and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my God, I need to do stuff. It's totally not me. So here we go. I'm going to the big city. I might even make a vlog of it today. It's just, South African life. Next week I'll go to do another game drive. I'll make some. I'll shoot some. Vincent, where are your pictures of your game drive, by the way? I miss them. Yeah. So there's a lot to do here. I mean, I must honestly, truthfully be said, we have a lot of nice things in the area to do. It's okay, it's popcorn. Okay, guys, let's see. So it is respecting the 0. I do think at some point it will go up, right? I mean, it's not just, but I just know this guy, he can come anytime, so I have to bring him to the other house. I'll quickly run back. Yeah, I might make for my trip, to Durban. I was thinking about it and just, it might be fun. Uh, I mean, it's nice. You guys also. I mean, I made in the Discord. I made two tabs as well: holiday and hobbies. So I think it's nice to share some stuff that we like to do. So yeah, I think it's also. I would love to see what you guys. I mean, that's what the Discord was about, also to get to know you guys. And I still want to also organize some more things on Discord as well to make it also more personal. Because I'm the one you guys type, but I can't hear you, or it would be so much more fun, I think, to also communicate a little bit differently if people are open to that. But that's all going to just having some ideas for the remaining year. We're just getting started, but it's so nice to to build the community and to deepen the community sense. Let me put it that way. And it's so interesting that all people from all we just heard about a new celebration from Tamil. So yeah. So I guess the retest here in midnight open. What time was it? 2:38, 2:33. Oh, 2:33 is a very nice time. I missed that, I guess. What time is it on the 1 minute? Is it 2:33 as well? 2:34, 2:37. Yeah, on the trend. Um, but interesting to see, right? On the 3 minute, it respected the 2 hour of the 3 minute breaker, not on the 1 minute because it's a larger breaker. So I notice sometimes when I see a lot of gaps like this on the 1 minute, I always go to the three, or when it's not as, it's just a little bit more, how can I say it, herky jerky and just a little bit, okay, I don't like it too much, and wiki and a lot of gaps. I tend to go to the 3 and the 9 minute, and then I tend to, let me show the difference on the 1 minute. You see a lot of small candles, a lot of gaps in between. Um, it's not too bad wiki-wise, but you guys understand what I'm saying, right? So like here, example, a lot of this. So then I tend to go to the 3 minute to have less of that. And then I notice in my journaling that the gaps and the calculations from the 3 minute are a little bit more accurate. So this 3 minute 2 hour is spot on using this breaker here. So well, let's see if what it's doing. I want to have a look at the 9 minute again. I love the 9 minute on days like this. It gives me a lot of clarity. See, when you're bullish and you see this all the time, you can just, okay, you're good to go, you're good to go, you're good to go. Just dig into this one here. Okay, now you see we are below the 50% line again. We're cranking bank tonight hours up 20. Oh, well, 24K in metal. Ooh la la, look at that. Someone is doing really well. Well done. Congratulations. Wow. What are you exactly trading? Are you doing gold, silver, or anything else? If you want, please show them in the Discord. I'd love to see the. I made tabs, but for other. I think I made a tab for for metals as well. Let me just double check. Yeah, other indices, commodities, crypto, gold, forex. So other indices. So I'm really interested. I would love to see them. If you want, if you feel like it, you don't have to, but sure, copper. Oh, interesting. Hey, I think that would be nice. Sure. Yeah, if you want to share, please share. Because we're sort of like only going into and Q and gold. Now, I don't want to go too much into other things, but I think it's nice to have people trading it, and maybe it's interesting for others as well. So, um, sort of copper. Okay, I think I'll make a vlog of my trip to Durban. Um, And I want to live. I think I should start making some content again, but I want to make content more like if I have a trade, I'll go more into, if I trade 3 or 4 hours and there's a trade, I think it's nice to have a shorter version of it for people to watch it instead of having to go through the whole stream. So that's something I would like to do. Next week, I hope to have everything in order with the broker so I can trade my live account on TradingView. Um, That is another thing that's coming for next week. Hopefully that's sorted by then. And then obviously I want to make some other content as well. Just make some other videos. Just so we'll see. It's gonna be busy. It's gonna be busy, busy, busy. I was actually hoping that I wouldn't have to miss the 350 to 410 macro, but I might have to miss that one because of the internet guy. But this guy, he drove up 3 hours, so I really have to, I don't want him to wait too long. So they send a really good expert now because I was really angry at some point. I was like, listen, I can't even work. My stream is freezing, and because my upload speed was so bad, um, and there were so many things going on. So now they send an expert. So I'm very lucky that they did that so fast. So it does help when you get really upset and you have people that that know the right people to call, and then they sort it out. So, but anyway. He might be able to give me some advice as well on setup wise what I can buy to improve that. Because you can buy any computer, but I think it's specific things that you need to look into. But we'll see. So I'm gonna miss the London session for a good part. And tonight, late, I'm gonna bring my laptop. I will have a look later at the market, obviously, but I won't stream because it'll be late when I get back home. But it will be still market open. I might could say hi on Discord, by the way. Um, but yeah, I'll have a look at the market because I'm curious. Because once I'm at home and in bed, I can always open up my laptop. Obviously, I'm going to look at the market. Like, what did they do? Did they do a TGI? Are they going to do a TGIF? And Might post something half drunk after being going out, I guess. Okay, now let's see. I'm really curious to see if this is the wick it's rejecting from, or is it just temporarily, and are we going to go lower now? We have another wick here, so the question is, are we just going to go into this wick and go back up, or are we going to form a reversal here? So I don't think I'm still bullish, but I just don't trust this level too much. Um, okay, in the meantime, I'm going to open my package. Well, I'm looking at this, and I still don't understand what happened to that one slipper. It's so weird. I mean, how would I ever throw one slipper out of my car and then drive away? I must have been really tired. Okay, I got my habanos now. Here we go. Oh, they're cute. They have little. Oh, they're shiny. You see them? They're so cute. I thought they were black, but they have a little. They have like glitter in them. Oh, that is nice. You see that? How cute. The glitter. Oh, that's an upgrade, I guess, from what I had. Okay. Sorry, guys. In the meantime, I'm trying on. Meanwhile, while the market is going down, I need to send these back. Yeah, GT. Got some shoes, some slippers I can throw away. Osiris, that name. Talk to the family. Okay, but anyway, yes. Okay, see, we are into this week here, and we are. Let's see, even if we are going to go below midnight. They're so cute, pretty. Oh, the wrong size. What the fuck? Took the wrong size. That's so South African. Just sent the wrong size. Okay, Okie dokie. Um, 325. See, the bodies are still staying within this 1 hour. You see that? It doesn't go over, just the wick into this wick. Um, they respect OTE levels here of this range. So we're below the 79% of this range. Okay, guys, I put the Discord link in the chat and in the description if you want to join. It's always good to be able to communicate through there if I have internet issues and I need to go quickly on YouTube or just mention something. It's easier for me to go in Discord on my phone and just if I can't make it or there's internet issue to communicate through there. Um, and there will be more things organized also from the Discord, and obviously it's free as well. I wonder if it's going to go up now from here, or are we just going to either consolidate, or are we going to go? What's going to do? We are below the 50% level again, so we wicked above it. We're below it now. Um, so that's why I'm staying out of the midpoint because you just don't know. I would rather wait for one of the two to be taken out, either this level here on the 4 hour or 1 hour, or the those equals here. So for me, that would be I would just wait for one of those two to be done because it might go back and forth for a while before it does either or. Um, a lot of waiting, eh, guys? I mean, it's such a long. Can't wait for the time that we are just. Oh, let's have a look at gold quickly. And market 150. The 150 to 210 macro. What did we do? We went up and then we went into consolidation. Okay, well, so on gold, same thing. You're just these are a bunch of wicks. We bounced into the 1/3 level. Now we're going up, but we have this wick here now. So it's a lot of wicks back and forth in the wicks until it's going to break it and going to take out all the support. 5-minute unicorn. Is it? Is there a unicorn? You know, you're at the mid when you're at the mid area of so many things. Just you see things, but they are very unreliable. I see a 5-minute break of structure. We have a change in the state. I see a 5-minute breaker activated. Thank you for pointing that out, DBT. I see a 5-minute break in structure. So let's see, but I don't think it's trustworthy. I mean, it could be, around this zero point 0.5 area. You always have to be a little bit careful, right? Remember what I said, when you see two breakers, I understand what you're meaning. You see this breaker here, right? You see this is we took liquidity, but technically we just created equal lows. But when you see two breakers, in this case, you see a bearish breaker and you see a bullish breaker. You don't dibble in the middle. And this is exactly one of those scenarios. I actually made a short on that, or a video. When you have a structure like this, one breaker here, which you can define, right? And you see, and so the activation of this breaker is the retest of this breaker. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that invalidates it actually. So that's very, you don't know which one is actually valid. Is this breaker activated, the bearish breaker, or is it retesting a bullish breaker? So when you have two breakers, you don't dibble in the middle. You're in the middle right now. You want to see one really break. So if this one breaks now, if this bullish breaker is being disrespected, then you know this is in play. But you don't want to be thinking, oh, it's the bullish breaker when you see a bearish breaker here as well. That is exactly what happens around the zero point 0.5 levels. Does it make sense what I'm saying? So I made a short on that. Two breakers is a tells you gives you the warning for chop and for area of being careful. I didn't even see that was presenting itself. So the activation of this breaker is the retest of this breaker. I think we're going to break. It looks like we are. See, we're still respecting this breaker, body wise. But when it would consolidate here, you see that a lot. You don't want to. You just don't want to be. Just be careful when you see one breaker and you see, oh, but that's another. And I can also see a bearish breaker, and it starts consolidating because that's most of the time it takes a while before one of the two breaks. You just don't want to, because you really don't know which side is going to take, or you might know, but just be careful when you see two breakers. But yeah, it looks like we're going to be bearish now. Yes. You just want to break away from you just want to have a clear breakaway from that zero point 0.5 level and get some more clarity. But I think I think we can almost be. This looks like a valid 5-minute break of structure. Maybe even on the 15. Let's have a look. Yeah, you see, we have a 15-minute break of structure, and then this is the retest. So on the higher time frame, it gets more clear, right? Because we're going to take out these lows now. Go back to midnight. Oh, look at this price action, guys. So much gaps. Devil's mark with another gap on the 3 minutes. Um, it's going to be interesting on the way up again. But the question is, where is it going to go now? So you also want to be careful when you have a fair value gap with a large wick in the middle. Um, I consider them a sort of rejection block as well. I treat them as rejection blocks in the sense of, there we go, nice. I can't go. I can't trade because the man is coming anytime soon, so I won't be comfortable being in a trade anyway. Um, But I don't know if we're. I mean, I'm still not. I would not be. I don't think this move to the downside. That means that we're going to take out these first, right? In all honesty, it's still unclear to me if we're just going to retrace then go back up, right? Or just are we really going to go bearish and go in? Did we do? What did we do? Did we take internal? Oh well, okay. On the 4 hour, if we take internal liquidity, we could go for external, which is this. It doesn't make sense, but I don't know. Hey, Michael Tenerife, welcome to the family. Midnight again, midnight again. To be honest, even though if I would not have to go away, I might still not even trade it because it might consolidate in this area. I would still wait. I thought he would be here already. Let me just quickly check at the door if someone is. Maybe he's just waiting because I said I thought he would come at 11. Just don't want to. I'll quickly just have a quick look, guys. If the man is not waiting somewhere, just want to make sure that he's not waiting. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, well he's not here, so that's I might still be able to. Oh, that's a nice drop. I might still be able to watch the 350 410 macro. Um, our favorite macro. Okay, we're below the midnight now. Let's see. Okay, we disrespected this 15-minute one. We are now in this one here. Seeing it all the way down. Did we tab into something? Not really. Midnight. Still at midnight. Okay, we took out liquidity here. We took out this liquidity. We took out this liquidity. We have a little gap here on the 5-minute. Back to midnight. When price always hovering around midnight is also sort of like low probability, right? Midnight is. You see, with this calculator, if I take this low and this one, midnight is exactly at 0.38. And we tapped in 0.05, so could it go back up from here? Yes, could be enough. It could be enough for them to move to the upside again. Let me see. 1 hour. What are we? Because we got the next macro coming. Okay, either we are going to consolidate, or are we going to, I don't think we're going to get continuation to the downside, or are we just going to For 15 minutes, get a new candle. Um, let's see what this one's going to do. Okay, because he's not here yet, and I want him to do the other house. I can watch the 350 410 macro, my favorite macro, and then I can start my weekend. It's my favorite macro of the London time, to be honest. 350 410. Okay, now this is the low of the macro. As long as we don't touch that, we're going to stay bearish with it. But what time did he form this high, by the way? Oh shit, what the hell was it? There's only 1 minute. Four two. It was two. Was 2:30. 2:33. Okay. Inversion. Retest. 3:45. Breaker. Another breaker. A breaker in midnight. So let's see if that one can be respected. Let me do the 2R on this breaker. It's a small breaker, so it's not a large trade, I guess. You have to be aware of that. But, but. See, that's only here. So that would make me a little bit worried. This is a better breaker, but you want a breaker that is so structure like this would be a little bit. I would be careful in these areas too. Again, we're still near that. We're still near that 0.5 area. So, but this looks like a nice. I mean, I would still consider this the valid breaker. Maybe once it goes over, I would disregard this. But this might be because this is beautifully set up, right? Quite nice. Nicely up to the upside. But I don't trust this one here. Oh, actually, it is way bigger. I missed it. It is a bigger tree. Okay, let's do that. Two times that. Exactly to the 0.5. Mm-mm. This is, I guess it's respecting this one. This is a close candle, right? It's a dirt. The 3 minute. So this is the thing. When I don't see a break on the 3 minute, I don't trust it. I don't trust the 1 minute structure, so this would be the only breaker. But would you consider a breaker that is right below a fair value gap? And one candle breaker, I don't consider that a valid breaker. So I don't consider this valid structure. But it still will go up. Look how beautifully this is set up. This is a beautiful just a retracement into 0.5. And then it has enough juice to make it to the upside now. Or is it going to consolidate because we're around that bloody 50% area? So what is it going to do when it comes into this fair value gap, right? Is it going to disrespect? We've got a gap here as well, or is it going to go blast through it, or is it going to go back and forth now? Just have to watch the 1 hour. So most likely, the 1 hour is going to have large wicks on both sides, maybe. Well, we know what that means. That means another hour of consolidation then. When this 1 hour candle would close like this, something like that, you know you're going to get wicky price action going back and forth. You can almost go back in your chart and just try to go back on the lower time. This is hard to see on the higher time frame, right? But if you go and zoom in the lower time, you'll see a lot of back and forth within those two levels, a lot of the times. So it's just going to give some more consolidation, and we don't want to trade that. We just want to stay out. I think you literally can put an alarm on either or this size and just do something else until one of the side breaks. Hey, reserve trader, happy Friday to you as well. We have a long weekend because we have Monday no trading, so that's nice. I mean, I could do something in the Discord maybe, some educational stuff. But let me think about it because I might have to do some other things. It might be a good thing that I can do other things to make sure that everything is sorted before we start back again. Yeah, it looks to me like they're going to close this candle like that. I mean, I wouldn't. When I see the 1 hour candle forming like this, let's see if the 350 macro is going to be disappointing or not. So here you have your flat candle with the manipulation move just been given here. Now the manipulator is working, and most likely it will. It's in a fair value gap, and it's that is. Okay. We've got another flat candle here. Okay, let's see if we can break away from the 50% now. In our favorite macro. Come on, macro, you can do it. You are the one. We trust you. You need to do it. Saying around that 50%. Let me just check where he is. I want to make sure that he. I didn't scare him away with telling him, "Oh, I thought you were here at 11 or 12." Hey, I was here. I was wondering if you could find it. Are you okay? Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, no problem. I was just to make sure if you, because I didn't hope I scared you away when I said, oh, I thought you wouldn't come before 11 or 12. But no problem. You're more than welcome. I'm waiting for you, so no problem. Take your time. No rush. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. 356. Okay, it looks like I can follow my whole 410 macro, my favorite macro. But you see how fickle it is around this 50% level, right? And even now with this macro, it's still not really. So also here you can still make another. You can make another. Is this the same breaker structure? I guess so, right? Yeah, you can still clearly see that. Now you can make an argument. Oh, we're retesting the bearish breaker, right? Well, here we went too low for this. This breaker has been already been broken, but here we go back up again. So it doesn't really. When you're in consolidation breakers, and if you look at these little things on the 1 minute, it just doesn't tell you a lot because you're going to be fooled like you're going to be slapped around all the time because it just doesn't mean a lot. Oh, we almost have our new candle. Let's see if this is going to be almost a doji. That means another hour of this bloody price action, or half an hour at least. I don't know. Well, 3 more minutes, 2 more minutes to go. It looks like we're going to get one of these. They're not, I mean, they're not going to make it easy. More wicks, more wicks, more wicks. So a lot of the times when you see a candle like this on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour, and it's sort of like doji-like and going back and forth, you can almost expect that, like it will go back and forth, especially now we're 2 minutes away, right, for the end. So you can almost expect that it will most likely will go back and forth in this range. Sometimes it does. There are exceptions to the rule, obviously, but when you're so close to the close of the candle and it's like this, just don't expect too much of it because they would love to leave these behind, these 2 weeks, for a reason. Um, and on the lower time frame, what you will see is there a lot of a large wick is just actually just a bunch of gaps which needs to be balanced out. So that's why it takes time going back and forth to balance that out, right? So, and if you look here, you see all these open, all the little gaps and other wicks. Um, so if it doesn't close it during a run here, that's why you have a large wick and it takes time for the price to move in those balances to, unless you have a low resistance liquidity run, they could do it in one big candle, right? Right. But you want body closures then, not a large wick again. So there you go. I mean, it's going to be almost a doji. Um, you can almost, I mean, in all honesty, 15 minutes before it starts doing like this, what I've seen in my journaling or in my forward testing, um, it's almost like, oh my God, this up to the end of the hour, it's not going to be much. Here we go. Let's see, 4 o'clock. And we've got another almost equal. I think they're almost equal, right? Looks like it. Let's see where the midpoint is. Yeah, it's equal. The midpoint is exactly now. You are nasty. Oh, you are so nasty, thank you. So there you go. Another hour wick within a fair value gap. Hey, Fox Server. I'm happy that I am doing something else later today. But, it might be nice in a few hours, don't get me wrong, but they're going to make 15-minute babies. How many babies do we have already? A lot. I call it 15-minute baby. They're making babies. They're making a family now. They're raising a family here. Or starting a family. Mr. Chaos, yes, babies, more babies. Let's see if it can break through it. We still are in the macros. We might be surprised because we are in the favorite macros. So who knows? It's going to surprise us and make us happy with just one. Hold on. Oh, I've got this fucking rooster again. I hate that thing so much. I need to go to the bathroom quickly. Hold on, before the guy comes. Oh shit! It's raining. My washing is outside. I forgot to put the washing inside. Now all my washing is wet. I didn't even see it was raining. Now everything is wet again. Well done. Here we go. What's going on with our macro? Is our macro something doing something? Ah, no, it's not. Now my glasses are wet as well. Okay, so all my washing, I thought, oh, I can hang it outside a little bit. We're gonna have, and it's just drizzling. I didn't even hear it. Normally, now everything is wet again just before I leave. Then I need some stuff. Anyway, so disorganized, baby. Okay, let's see if the little push. Hello, darling. Hello, my love. I'm gonna leave you tonight. Hmm? I'm not gonna be home. Okay, come on. So we are already rejected here in 75% of the week. So let's see if we can blast through this as well or not. Yeah, I've got two cats. I've got two babies. One is half African wild. Both are rescues. One is um, actually pretty sad. They left her on a farm. They thought she was very old and a male, but I thought, okay, you know what? I'll take him. And they found out she was really young and a female. So I because I always go for the ones that are that don't get adopted easily, and the sick ones because I feel sorry for them. So I said, well, okay, just give it. I have room for a cat. And apparently she was very young, but she was she's apparently they just left her on a farm, so she has abandonment issues a little bit. But then I also have one half African wildcat. She was 3 days away from dying. She was in Joburg somewhere, living near a hotel, and she just came across me and my ex-boyfriend at that time, and we were staying in a hotel, and we saw her, and she was just, so hungry. We thought she was pregnant, and but there was something about her. I was like, something is off, and she wanted to stay with us in the room because it was very cool at that night, so we let her stay in the room. And then my ex-boyfriend, he was also like picking up dogs from the street and stuff like that. And I looked at her and he told me, yeah, you can take her if you want to. I said, yeah, something's off. And but we thought she was pregnant, and so we took her. So we drove back to Hoedspruit at that point, and I took her to the doctor because I said, yeah, I think she's pregnant, but I don't know. I just want to. They did a test on her, and she was so full with feces. She was so constipated that she was literally 3 days from dying. And so they unplugged her, but it was so hot. They said we never smelled anything like this before. And I had to give her enemas for a year. So if I talk about NQ being, laxative and stuff like that, I had to give my cat enemas. Like, but she just knew it, and she just every 2 weeks. And now she's okay, but she still has a big belly. So everybody's like, oh, she's still pregnant. No, she's not. She has a medical issue. But well, she's really smart. She's very smart. So she's highly, highly, highly intelligent. Too intelligent. Yeah. So that's my girl. That's my half African wild. You want to show? You want to show my one? You want me to show you my half African wildcat? I know if I'm here and there's a snake, I already know. Oh, she's coming. She warns me. Oh, look. There you go. Oh, my love. Oh, this is my half African wildcat. Oh, they really mistreated her. Oh, you're so good. You're such a good girl. She's such a smart too. She's so nice. She doesn't like it too much. And the other one is and the other one is just very pretty. Not so smart, but very pretty. Yeah, she's not too smart, but very lovable. Well, I've got a. Where's my other one? Oh, here. Oh, you're so big. I'll show you. Come on. Oh my God. This is my. You want to say hello? Oh, it's my other one. That big one. So pretty. She's long haired. They just left her. A pretty girl. So pretty. Well, these are my girls. So I'm sort of a cat lady, I guess. Yeah, snakes. Yes, yes, yes. Snakes, scorpions, especially in the bush where I came from. Oh, I've been stung by a scorpion already. So I mean, it happens in the bush. So it was not a dangerous one though. But still, you don't know. The moment you get stung, you just don't know. Oh shit, what's going on? 410 macro almost done. We're still hovering around that area C, but it looks very bullish still. I mean, look at the structure; it's so beautiful. You see what they did here? Flat bottom. The best live stream and very thank you. Yes, I really want to do that, and also not being in a trade and still bringing value, right? I'm happy that I at least could do the 350 to 410 macro, and also like if it helps to know when not to expect too much of the macro. I do think it's going to run, but then now you know if it's going to, like, because it created a flat bottom here. I do think, and that was yesterday as well in the New York session on the 1 hour and the 4 hour, and it went started going down. Oh, you can see it right over here, this one. When it created this candle, that was also for me the confirmation, especially if there's a wick next to it. Like, okay, they probably will not create a wick. You want to see the manipulation from the start. It's very unlikely. It still happens sometimes that if they create this, that they might go back afterwards. But most of the times, when you see a candle like this next to a wick, especially because this is an algorithmic structure, right? They go back to it at some point, and then they reject. That's now a perfect rejection block. So it's highly likable now, highly probable, not likable, that it will continue to the upside. Why? Because most of the times they will not go back down in the same hour, and we're just 12 minutes in, right? So you can sort of like use this structure to give you some confidence, and especially here we've got some, liquidity here, and we've got a market maker model almost, to the with beautiful liquidity here, and you have a 1 hour candle that has no bottom yet. So let's see if they leave this intact and if that logic applies here. So I might not be able to watch it all the whole hour, but just watch this 1 hour candle. If they keep this intact, that means there's more bullishness coming. They're just stalling it. So because of the distortion and time. That's why they create these wicks. So everything will be delayed, everything will be slower, it will not be as fast, it will not be low resistance, it will be high resistance. But if you get the confirmation of a candle formation like this, okay, most likely they will not run this through because they want to keep this structure for maybe the next hour or maybe, later today. So, and especially with this on the left, okay, we still have liquidity. So this is the playing field, and right, we can go back and forth. But they could still break it. It sometimes happens, but most of the times it does not, like exactly what you said there. So this might be used now or later on today to reject it. So, and as you already can see, the bodies are above 50% already of this wick, so it looks bullish to me now. I think we just need another push. Let's see if the push comes after the 20 hour. Sometimes the push starts between 20 and 40. It can run as well. So okay, guys. Before I need oh no, he's gonna go to the other house anyway, so I can finish the stream while he's here anyway. So that's not a problem. Anyone's gonna do something nice this weekend? Okay, let's see if you're going to reject again. If I would mark the wick, let's see if that's the 75%. I've noticed today that it goes all the way into the wick to 75% to reject from there. Yeah. So you see, it's exactly 75, 25%, 75%, whatever, and it rejects, right? You see that? So breaker activated. So if they're going to leave this intact, 817, we might go into this fair value. We might just watch how it. If they're going to leave this structure intact, it should not go lower than this inversion or this fair value gap. Sit extra. Have a gig on Saturday night. Oh, you have a gig. Do you play music or what do you do? If it does break this, if it goes below this, just break this wick and see how far it goes below in this wick, right? Let's see if it breaks that structure. Yes. Okay, broken. I give it tiny, give it little kiss. I'm speaking. Okay, I'll be. So my car is a green Jimny, and it's parked outside, and the gate is behind that one. So I'll be downstairs waiting for you. See you in a bit. Thank you. Bye. Okay. Okay, guys. I think it's better to close the stream because the internet guy is coming. So we need to pay. We need to just do all the things here, and I want to thank you for being part of the family and for supporting me. And oh, you got a Gigi. Hey, David, my cat's name is Gigi as well. The half African wild cat. Your cat? Is that Gigi? Um, oh, that's funny. I love the name Gigi. But anyway, guys, so I think it's best to just close the stream because I just believe we're gonna go back and forth in the wicks anyway. So just be careful and just wait till the structure is a little bit more clear and we're away from the 50% of the daily wick, right? And I want to wish everyone a really, really, really nice weekend. And let me know also in the Discord if there's any specific topics you want me to make videos on or just to organize things in the Discord for community building and stuff like that. I really need some input because I just sometimes I'm thinking, yeah, what should I do? I just don't know. But it's not that don't want to, but it's sort of like, yeah, what do people want? I just don't know. So, but anyway, I'll make a vlog. I'll do a vlog too for my trip to Durban. I think it's fun. And I'll see you back on, not on Monday because Monday we have a bank holiday in the US. Maybe, oh, we could do a London session, right? I think the London session is still valid, but we'll see. I'll let you know. But I'll talk to you guys soon. I want to wish everyone a really, really good weekend. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And I love you guys. Thank you. I had the best week, and especially with the internet issues, you were the ones that kept my, because of you guys, it was all doable and sticking with me and just supporting me, disregarding the issues. So I'm very appreciative. Thank you, guys. Okay, I need to come and get the guys. So I'll see you soon again. Ciao, ciao. And if you have every question, just send any DMs to the Discord, and I'll get back tonight to it.